Hi, Miss Julia. How are you doing
Good.
today?
How are you doing?
Good. So this is our first time meeting, so I like to
Yes.
go over some of the basics with you.
Okay.
So in any therapeutic session, we're gonna have a level of confidentiality, and that means that anything you tell me is in this room and only in this room, unless you tell people otherwise. That's fine. Also, if you tell me anything about harming yourself or others, I do have to report that, just so you know. So a little bit about me, since this is our first time meeting. I'm a master's of social work, so that means I work with more of like a self-determination model. So
Okay.
I work more with helping you get to the place that you need to be to get yourself out of whatever funk you might be in. So I work a lot with women, primarily women that are struggling with depression, anxiety, or any trauma.
Okay.
So I had you fill out that PHQ-9 when you
Yes.
first came in. Yep. So tell me a little bit about that, because I know you were having some feelings of anxiety, and I kind of want to get to the bottom of that.
Yeah, so anxiety is actually something I've struggled with my entire life, but I've recently kind of going through something that's caused a little bit more of depression, and so that's one of the main reasons I wanted to come in.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about what's causing that depression for you.
So I was in a long-term relationship for around 2 years, and then I recently found out he cheated on me, and so I'm just kind of having a hard time getting through that. At first, I was honestly okay, but I don't do well with handling emotions, and I have a harder time just dealing with them when the incident happens.
Okay.
And so I feel like now I'm just kind of prolonging it. And
Okay. So can you tell me a little bit about what was going through your mind when you found out that he had cheated on you?
so honestly, when I found out he cheated on me, we already had our issues and we had a lot of problems. I don't think I could have broken up with him myself, just because
Okay.
I was kind of trauma bonded to him for another situation. My dad passed away a little over 2 years ago.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And so that happened while we were dating, and so I feel like I kind of took that as he's the only male figure in my life, and I
Yeah.
kind of latched on to him. And we already were, at the time, he lived 2 minutes away from me, so we were already hanging out a lot. So I just kind of wanted that comfort,
Right.
and he gave that to me, and I really didn't see this happening. And when it did happen, I was just in shock, and it took me a lot longer to process it before I was able to mourn and be upset about it.
Okay. So you mentioned the term trauma bonding.
Yes.
And so I want to know more about how that made you feel emotionally, like when you two, when you broke up and when you found out that he had cheated on you. Emotionally, how did you feel? You're describing a lot about kind of how you process things and how you don't really fully process them. If you were to say in that moment, what did you feel emotionally?
Emotionally with him, or just in general?
In general, maybe more about like the situation itself. So
I
were you
think-
feeling sadness, anger, grief, depression? Where did that